You are watching Delio T2K.
Hey guys, Delio T2K here with the Arturia Microbrute SE. And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how this synthesizer does not provide the sound I need for my talk box. A little background information. I built this talk box from scratch, and for a long time it's given me the sound I need from different sources. It first started off with Native Instruments Massive. That gave me the sound I was looking for out of my talk box. Move on to an iPod Touch. Sunriser Synth. That gave me the sound I was looking for. Roland Gaia gave me the sound I was looking for, but not very loud. Doesn't have a strong volume output, and it's also a PCM based synthesizer, which is funny though because the Massive and the Sunriser Synth off of an iPod Touch and iPad are all also PCM based synthesizers. Okay, so moving forward, I have a Moog Sub Phatty. That works great for talk boxing, but for some reason this box doesn't give me the sound I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a riff from my song using just the triangle wave. I like to use triangle waves. I don't like to use square waves. That's my personal preference. So don't go telling me, oh, you need to use a square wave and make... No. I want to use a triangle wave, sawtooth wave. That's how I do it. That's how Delio does it. That's my preference. Alright? So, I'm going to turn on the triangle wave, sawtooth wave. Not the triangle, sawtooth. And play a little bit. Right, so I usually play my song.
We are taking over. We are taking over. We are taking over. Nothing's gonna stop us. Oh.
Right, drop it down an octave. The volumes are already up. Now, what you're not hearing is the harmonics I need for the sound I want, that I like for my talk box. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a back and forth comparison of just the triangle sawtooth, keep saying triangle, sawtooth compared to the Moog sawtooth. Okay. Now, in analog world, you would think that a sawtooth is a sawtooth, but not in this case. So I'll play just a sawtooth, full volume too, full volume sawtooth, even overdriven. They say after you go 12 o'clock, you start to drive the filter. I'll go back to 12 o'clock.
We are taking over. We are taking over. We are taking over.
Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that line and go back and forth between the Moog and the Arturia. Here we go.
We are taking over. 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 Nothing's gonna stop us. We are taking over. We are taking over. We are taking over. Nothing's gonna stop us. Over.
Okay, so you just heard both the Microbrute and you just heard the Moog Sub Phatty. You know which one costs more. But you know which one fits into small gigs and small bags easier. The reason I was interested in the Microbrute SEs was because of a couple reasons, if I can call a couple reasons. The first reason was the form factor. It was a small form factor that I could carry with me lightly, keep it in the case, keep it in the bag, and not tear it up when I go out on gigs. I was previously using an iPod Touch that somehow disappeared, and it had a synthesizer on it that drove the talk box how it needed to be driven. However, there are some small MIDI glitches with that, but it still provided the sound I wanted. I was able to still give a good show with it. However, with the Microbrute, you know, I was interested in it because it had, the second reason was Microbrute had an analog signal path. However, there's something about their sawtooth that just isn't quite everyone else's sawtooth. And unfortunately, that works towards its disadvantage, because the purpose of this synthesizer was to have a talk box synth that I can move around, not be so concerned about beating it up by moving around a lot. And unfortunately, it doesn't give me the sound I'm looking for. And I know I got the Moog Sub Phatty here. I don't got a case for that yet. I don't want to tear that thing up. I am very particular about my Moog. I use it a lot in my music now, and it's a great piece of equipment. Now, I wish it had a built-in sequencer. I wish it had a lot of features that that the Microbrute has. But they did include those features in the Moog Sub 37. So that's just a comparison. I just wanted to show it off to you guys. So if you're looking for a talkbox synthesizer and you're wondering which one I would choose or recommend, I would recommend the Moog Sub Phatty. I wouldn't recommend the Microbrute SE. You know, it's not really that much to do with it. Now, in closing, I can get kind of a tone I want using the square wave on there, but I hear the squareness of the wave through my talkbox, and it's not something I like, or it's not something I prefer. So I hope this helps somebody. The Microbrute is a great synthesizer, just not for my talkbox needs. And that's it.